Introducing his guests to the chief, Father Gagnon tells of Indian suspicions, for they are losing not only gods, but land.
And don't look at the house. Just look anywhere except at the house or the people that may be there. Okay. He may act a bit angry, but that is just, I mean, they really don't, it's the way of greeting.
It's coming.
And he'll be curious why...
Avira?
Ave?
Nagapihat.
Ang kotse, Matia.
Patagya pamantari rico.
Amigos.
Kamesta.
Bien a conocer para tu casa.
Kamesta. Kamesta.
Kamesta.
Mega, no piano. Pizzara.
Why is he looking in your bag?
It's a sign of confidence and probably disconfidence. I give him plenty liberty to say I have nothing to harm you. And he takes the liberty to let me know that anything I have, he's allowed to look over. I mean, his property.
And now he's going back.
Now he's going back, and the others will come.
Oh. So he's not invited you?
He's not invited me. He has to speak with his people. And I know him very well, but that is the custom. Even if I'd be his father, he would still have an immense respect for the property.
Is it because we came with you? Or?
No, it'd be the same green if I came along. Now I'm with you, they don't know who you are, so what he asked me, he said, why do they come here? They come here to take away my land. And I told him, no, you came as friends. And you want to see him, you want to say hello to him, but you don't bring him any harm whatsoever. Vale? Daddy.
Everybody's going to look on your bag?
All the men.
All of the men.
The women, no, just the men.
Nearby, a supply of masato, the tribal alcoholic drink, is being prepared. From the manioc plant, out of which tapioca also is made, the root is first boiled with sweet potatoes. The pulpy mixture is then chewed by the women and children and spit into a trough to hasten fermentation while stored in a large gourd.
Très fatigué, même un verre de bière, des fois, ça fait comme du marais. J'ai jamais eu ça avec
Now, in their first formal encounter with the chief, Soumian and Jean-Michel are privileged to sample the brew according to prevailing custom. Passed from hand to hand and mouth to mouth until empty, the bowl soon is refilled and the round continued. Meanwhile, to the visitors, Father Gagnon describes the problems faced by the Ashaninkas with the encroaching settlers.
Father, you were telling me earlier that they're afraid that we're coming to take their land?
Yes.
Why is
you
that?
probably asked me why you came now. Now they'll start a discussion, you know, what is your business here? And because these people have been terribly abused now. Within the last 2 years, we've had over 5,000 settlers coming in here, taking over not only the land, even some of their property, and abusing of their, like corn, just taking the whole thing over.
Do they have a land title?
No, they don't. They're in the process of getting a land title. The law is very favorable for the natives, but nobody fulfills the law, and there's nobody that makes this law to be fulfilled. Theoretically, the natives are defended, and the government from day to day is fomenting invasion of the settlers because they want to develop this region. So they're delaying the fulfillment of the law in favor of the settlers. Obviously, the native, in order to survive, needs an immense territory, I mean, thousands of acres. But absolutely nothing is being done for this. Just the settler come in, taking the land away, so they have no defense. And that is very, very serious. It'll be a very short time if some measures are not taken. I mean, it'll just be extinguished.
For Chief Kukush of the Jivaro Achuaras, the future approaches not as a promise, but as a threat. Leader of a one-time tribe of head shrinkers near the Peru-Ecuador frontier, he knows that change must come. Now plants trees, so his youngest son's children also will have wood to build canoes. Yet, once safe in the jungle, his people are under siege by outside forces, to whom a blowgun is a tourist curio. Quickly they are becoming strangers in the world they inherited. Once the Jivaros, like other tribes, trusted the cures that jungle provides. Today they are increasingly dependent upon the white man's medicines. Suffering infections of the eye and leg, Kukush's grandson receives first aid from the Cousteau team. Later, with his anxious mother, he will be flown in the Papagayo to Iquitos for intensive treatment and recovery. But the children stricken by white man's diseases are often less fortunate. Even ailments such as measles or flu are deadly among the Indians, who still have not developed immunities, as have the whites through long exposure. Distrusting the foreigner's cures, fearful parents sometimes turn to an older remedy. They go to the mestizo medicine man, a charlatan who practices his spurious magic farther along the river. Watched by Dominique Sumian and the baby's father, the medicine man has a ready diagnosis and cure. Driving out the evil spirits with cigarette smoke, he reminds the parents that a few days earlier, villagers working with the Cousteau team cut down one of the sacred high trees used as guideposts through the jungle. Now, in punishment, says the medicine man, the baby is dying. Indeed, despite moments of seeming improvement, the child does die in following days. There are a few ominous mutterings in the village, but Kukush, ordinarily tolerant of shamans, quickly puts down any danger of vengeance. As the villagers sell wild boars' hides or chickens to the river trader on his regular visit, it sometimes seems to Kukush that in all the Jivaros' traffic with the outside world, the tribe is the loser. There seems to be some ironclad arithmetic that always favors the government, the encroaching settlers, or the wily mestizo merchants. Having paid a tiny fraction of the price he will demand in Iquitos, the trader stows the goods aboard his boat. There he waits, knowing that the villagers will soon arrive with their meager earnings. Quickly, the money he paid will be returned to him for a little cloth, a candle, a bit of sugar, this time at vastly inflated prices. Returning from a journey downriver, Kukush's oldest son, Walter, brings word of a troubling encounter with the soldiers at a military outpost. In an angry exchange with Walter, who one day will succeed his father as chief, the soldiers threaten to come and cut Kukush's hair to conform with government regulations. The depth of the affront is explained to Jean-Michel by anthropologist Luis Uriarte, who has been studying Jivaro Achuara culture.
Well, see what the problem is. They are coming out from Andoas. They